picked up real quick. What's up? What's happening? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Animation Station, which is for anything and everything animation, including TVs and movies. I am your host, Jackson Small. Welcome to episode 2 of season 3 of Chucky, titled Let the Right One In. Now, as you guys saw in my last review, I wasn't a big fan of the first episode. It wasn't bad by any means, but it felt like something was lacking a bit. Here, though, oh, hell no. It is not lacking in any way. It actually picks up very quickly from the monotony of its starting episode. Because I'm just going to say it flat out, this episode's fucking awesome. This is prime Chucky, and I fucking loved it. So, I'm not really going to waste too much time on this one. This review's already a day late, because I ended up taking a break yesterday, because watching those two really shitty Godzilla anime movies took a lot out of me, so I'm back now, I'm all refreshed, I've seen a much better Godzilla movie, I'm in a much better mood, so now I can get this one done, and I can review episode 3 and get back on schedule. So, without any further ado or delay, let's dive into season 3, episode 2 of Chucky, titled Let the Right One In, and tell you all about why this episode is so fucking awesome. Starting off with our plot summary, of course. As Henry's room is still a crime scene, he is sleeping in his brother Grant's room. As Henry is having trouble sleeping, Grant tries to offer support and advice about grief, explaining that he will always have good memories of his agent Teddy and his dead brother Joseph. However, Henry claims that he doesn't miss his brother Joseph because Joseph is here, referring to Chucky. The next morning at breakfast, Henry says that Joseph doesn't want to go to school and would rather check out the Oval Office again. James agrees to let the doll come with him to work one more time. Yeah, bad mistake on your part, buddy, but you don't know this doll is alive yet, so I'll give you a little bit of a pass. But still, really dumb decision. While in the Oval Office, James and Spence meet with a government agent named Price, who is investigating the suspicious nature of Teddy's death. Also of a more minor concern is James' missing letter opener. The three then leave the office, but Chucky stays behind. Price heads to Henry's room and spots good guy doll footprints in the closet. Kind of like a callback to when the babysitter found those footprints all over the floor before her death in the first Child's Play. So, already harkening back pretty well to the original film, which I like. Meanwhile, Samantha enters the Oval Office and spots Chucky on the floor. When she picks him up, he springs to life and slits her throat with the letter opener. Chucky then makes a remark to himself, claiming that he needs to kill 4 more people for a total of 6. Let's talk about Samantha's kill, because it's not just a throat slit. No. It's deeper than a throat slit. Like, it looks like just a throat slit, but then as the camera lingers, the head peels back and damn near comes off the body. Like, her head's hanging back like this. Like, where her back is, that's where her head is. Gruesome fucking kill, and I love it. After Chucky leaves, Price walks into the Oval Office and finds Samantha's corpse. He summons Charlotte to help him secretly dispose of her body, covering up the murder for the sake of James's administration. This is going to be a really cool commentary piece in this season, how we're going to have Price get rid of all the dead bodies in the Oval Office, that way President James' reputation is not compromised. Like, that's really smart, because that's also a way for Chucky to keep getting away with these kills without getting noticed, inadvertently, because Price keeps covering up and getting rid of the bodies. Adding this really interesting dynamic that really adds something new to this season that wasn't in the last 2. Yeah, you see how this is already a big improvement? Like, it's crazy how fast it immediately just picked up. So, yeah, awesome kill and an awesome way to shake things up. Please excuse that. The next morning, Charlotte tells James that Samantha left her secretary position and checked herself into rehab. Meanwhile, Jake, Devin, and Lexi are attempting to gain access to the White House. Lexi reaches out to Grant on TikTok to attempt to make a connection with him over their mutual loss of a sibling. Okay, that's not a bad plot. Grant connects with Lexi and invites her to meet at a coffee shop in D.C. Miss Fairchild, who's now their guardian, drives them to Washington and to the coffee shop so they can meet with Grant. Although he gives Jake and Devin grief for not following him on TikTok. Yeah, he's a bit of an asshole. He agrees to help Lexi find Caroline and invites the three of them to the White House's Halloween party. However, when Grant tells Charlotte about this, she's upset with him over his new friends. He explains that he relates to them because everyone else at his school has never experienced real trauma like they have. Although still heavily against the idea, Charlotte agrees to meet with their legal guardian, Miss Fairchild. As Miss Fairchild heads to the White House, Jake, Devin, and Lexi prepare Halloween costumes that will allow them to smuggle in weapons to kill Chucky. And an awesome little Easter egg I found out here. I think. Is it in this episode? Oh wait, no, it's not in this episode, I'm sorry. It's later. It's a later episode. I'll point it out when I see it. I believe it's in episode 3 or 4. It's one of those two. But there's an awesome Easter egg about the Halloween costumes the three of them go in wearing. I'll tell you all about it when we get to it. It is an awesome Easter egg for die-hard fans of this series. Where are we? During their meeting, Charlotte and Miss Fairchild are able to be friendly, and the First Lady allows her 3 wards to attend the Halloween party. Just then, Price summons Charlotte away and explains to her that an analysis revealed that it was very unlikely that Teddy held the gun at the angle from which it was fired, meaning that it was not a suicide and there's a killer in the White House. As the discussion is happening, Chucky murders Miss Fairchild by smothering her to death with an American flag, making the remark of how he couldn't resist making those kids orphans one last time. Making this demonic face as he strangles her to death. Yeah, it sucks she has to go, but I mean, it felt inevitable that it had to happen, because I think she was the only other character besides the main 3 that has been through all 3 seasons of this show, so I mean, you gotta start killing off of those legacy-ish characters at this point. That way it doesn't just look like blatant plot armor. So, I understand why they killed her off, and her death is okay. But I mean, compared to the one that just happened with the secretary, having her head nearly completely fall off her body from a simple throat slit, the death is pretty subdued. It's terrifying, and Chucky makes this amazing face, but I don't know. I feel like they could have had a much better death for Miss Fairchild than that. But it still works. It gets the job done. It's fine. And he steals her phone. He then calls Charlotte and taunts her and Price by saying that he has left a fresh body for them, because they like cleaning up after him. Price tells Charlotte that he will continue to cover up any evidence of murders because he is vehemently opposed to James's platform of transparency, and will not allow the exposure of government secrets. To ensure Charlotte stays in line, Price blackmails her with evidence of an affair. Yeah, this Price guy is a piece of shit. So, hopefully he gets a nice death by the end of this season. Chucky then makes one final call to FaceTime with Jake, Devin, and Lexi. He taunts them over the murder of their legal guardian and remarks that he is waiting for them at what promises to be a very bloody Halloween party. So, that's the episode. It picked up rather quickly, and now I am back to being super intrigued about where it's going to go. I wasn't a big fan of its starting episode, but this immediately picked up steam where that one lacked. And the 2 kills were pretty good. I love Samantha's death with the letter opener and the near decapitation. And while I have my issues with it, Miss Fairchild's death is still effective. So, yeah. That's pretty much all I got. Also, Chucky being Chucky. Thank you. So, that's all I got. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Final verdict for this episode is an easy high 9 out of 10. It picked up very quickly, and now I'm super intrigued to see where it goes with episodes 3 and 4. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys next time when we dive into episode 3 of season 3 of Chucky, titled Jennifer's Body. And yes, it is a reference to that Megan Fox horror movie. Just want to get that out of the way before my comment section blows up about it. See you next time.
We cannot take it anymore. The time has come to go. Prepare to fight. We're ready for this. I really hope that I'm ready for this.